Hello, everyone. This is Aman again with another show, the Yacht Talk episode number three. And today we'd like to introduce with you another young leader who has completed her program, Yes program, 17, of course, and she is now with us, Sabia Mushira. And I would like to welcome Sabia to the show of English Olympiad Yacht Talk. And we have
Thank you so
another one.
much.
Matt, and Matt is very interesting person, uh, very much polite and gentle. He's the uh, host of Sabia Mushira in USA, and I would like to thank you very much for supporting her a lot there, and we'd like to share experiences of host family, and of course this is a great service to the youth who are sharing knowledge and who are going to be the next change maker, of course. So thank you, Matt.
Certainly. Thanks for having me on the show.
So thank you very much, and I would like to request all the viewers who are enjoying the show today from English Olympiad Facebook page and YouTube channel. This is an educational platform, so we'd like to share important things with you because Sabia has experienced a great program, and Matt is the host dad here. He will also share many experiences, and that will be very important for our students and who are interested to apply for Yes program in the next time. They can get knowledge and important things. So, Sapia, I would like to start with you. Just introduce
Okay.
yourself and say something about the LES program.
Hi, I'm Sabia, and I have finished the Kennedy Luger Youth Exchange and Study Program. So, KLES program is basically a cultural exchange program, which is funded by the U.S. Department of State. Through this program, students around the world get an opportunity to go to the U.S. and represent their own country and their culture, and also learn about American culture. And most importantly, this program was created to uh, share cultures like cultures and also to debunk religious stereotypes. Yeah. So I have gone to the US and I've successfully completed my program this year.
So thank you, Sabia, for the introduction level, and we'd like to have many more things from you. And I would like to go to Matt for introduction. Please introduce yourself.
Certainly, my name's Matt Schnittker. I was Sabia's host dad for this year, so Sabia stayed with us. Sabia was our seventh exchange student, but she was our first Bangladeshi student. So it was great. It was great to be able to share more about America with Sabia. It was great to learn more about Bangladesh. I learned about biryani, which is amazing.
Okay, thank you very much. It was nice to connect you here today at English Olympiad show. That is very important for our other students and guardians that they will see you. And many are commenting here. Many are joining with us. So, and I would like to say them. Please say, who are you from where you are connected with us? So we'd like to take some questions on Yes program. So Sabia, what is Yes program? And what we have to know exactly about it for our students who are enjoying the show, what they have to do if they want to apply for this.
So YES program stands for Youth Exchange and Study. So for anyone who wants to go to US through YES program, they have to eligible at first. They have to be eligible at first. So any student between 15 to 17 can apply for this program. And as per requirements, you need to have really good grades above 70% to apply for this program. And this because the acceptance rate is really low. For example, the year that I applied for YES program, more than 2,500 applicants were there, but only 29 people were selected. And other than that, I think that English language skill is the most important because they test your English writing, reading, and also speaking through the interviews. And also you have to write essays to like persuasive essays to motivate your the YES program staff to get the scholarship. So I think these are more important. things for YES program.
So thank you very much. Now I would like to thank you again for joining here today. This is very important to share knowledge in this quarantine time. Sometimes we are locked down, sometimes it's open. The world is in danger now. A pandemic is going on. In US is in very extreme danger. So would like to be united, and we would like to share knowledge and everything. We should be okay with mental health also, right? So this is very important for students to be connected, and we would like to engage the students to be busy with their study and other information and knowledge, so that they can feel that the world is going to be okay. So that is our matter. So I would like to come to Matt for supporting students. This is the 17th um, uh, host family support from you. So how you're feeling, and what kind of feelings going on there? What kind of support you're going to give students?
Well, when you decide to host a student, you want to be able to help them any way you can. And of course, there's always differences in culture, differences in language, differences in experiences. But a lot of it is just, asking a lot of questions and communicating. Yeah, things are a little more challenging now, but these things are always a little challenging. So that you have to go into it with the expectation that there's going to be challenges and you'll work through them.
So, as a host family, I'd like to just ask you a question: how you get connected with the students, and how you support them? This is the effects. For
That's
example, this is also learning from us. That, for example, whenever Matt will come to Bangladesh, how can we serve? That is important also. Now we have to learn from the YES program also, because after the pandemic situation, we can learn and apply them for many nations. So how you are connected with students, and how you get students served.
Would you like to know about the sort of the host family experience, like how you meet a student and that? Because I can.
Sabia, no, just I'm talking about you. For example, Sabia has experience from a host family. So how students get connected with the host family? Is it by the government, or how you connect that? Is that?
Okay, yeah. So when you decide to become a host family, there's a whole screening process you go through. You get interviewed. Someone comes to your house and looks at the house, takes pictures of the house. So host families are pretty carefully screened. It's a pretty big commitment, as been mentioned before. There's no payment or anything for being a host family. It's something you do because you want to share and you want to help. So after that, then the hosting organization will try to match you up with a student that seems like they'd do well with the family. For instance, if it's a very loud family that does a lot of activities and the student's very quiet and likes to read all the time, maybe that's not a good match. Or maybe it is. Maybe it'll give the student new experiences. Once all the approvals are done, the student has to be accepted to the school. The student has to be accepted for their visa. So once all the paperwork's done and they know the student can go, and once the host family is approved, you're given the student's contact information. So usually you reach out to the student ahead of time and try to talk to them. Usually there's a lot of questions about, do I need to bring a jacket? Do I need to bring food? And I was like, no, you don't need to bring food. And yes, we can get everything you need here. So helping people, it's amazing how many parents send food anyway. It's like, we have food. And then you start connecting and start understanding. Usually the students want to know about the pets. Are they allergic to a pet? They want to know about the room, where they're going to be staying. When can they do their homework? Will they have a place to study? Are there any family rules? Even in America, family rules change a lot from family to family. And certainly when you go across to a different culture, the family rules change, and what kids are expected or not expected to do. So a lot of that you do up front, and then that process continues throughout the year. And then even after the student goes, you usually stay in touch with them. So a lot of supporting is about understanding the different needs. And then, of course, the student who's traveling is adjusting to a new family. So Sabia came into a house with 4 siblings. So there were 7 people in the house. So learning that means a lot of sharing chores, sharing responsibilities, but also sharing the space. If you want to watch a show on TV, someone else might be wanting to watch a show. So there's a lot of negotiation that happens in a larger family.
So this is very important, and we have got a lot of information from you. This is challenging to serve also students as a son or daughter, and sharing everything, and then they're also part of the family. I got some interviews of host family hosts, and I got the interview of Luga, before his death. He died in 2019, maybe in September, right? Maybe Luga, the KL, Senator Luga. So I'd like to come to Sabia. Can you describe about the program is KL Luga, KL project, right? To Senator established it, and can you share the knowledge of them sons who just made it? Do
So
you know?
basically, it's called.
Yeah,
So basically,
yeah.
it's called Kennedy Lugar Youth Exchange Study because 2 senators, Kennedy and Lugar, decided to create this program after the incident of 9/11. They decided to create this program so that they can build bridges between nations, so that citizens from other countries, especially Muslim majority countries, can can like come to the US and like exchange their cultures, and in this way they will be able to debunk the religious stereotypes, and like there's going to be more peace in the world and more understanding and more tolerance. So they both decided to create this program, and after that, yes, in 2001, yes program started.
So thank you very much. This is very important that the man behind the program. This is very important. I knew about Kennedy Luga, and I tried to know about who is Luga. So then I studied about them, and I saw the interview, and it's very fantastic and fascinating. Of course, the project made people connected globally and worldwide. So it's very important to know families to families. The world sharing, knowledge sharing is very important, right? So Matthew, how did you feel with Sabia, and as from Bangladesh, especially from the girl from Chittagong? So and
Well,
her
it was,
mother is also here watching the program and commenting here. She's an English teacher, biological mother. So we can see that.
yes, thanks for letting Sabias come stay with us for a year. It was great. Sabia was our first Bangladeshi student. We've hosted students from Japan. So it was our first Asian student. We also hosted from Germany and Spain and Norway. And you certainly get to see differences in culture, but also a lot of the challenges that the students have is the same with all cultures. So making new friends is always challenging. Understanding how to make new friends in a foreign country where people speak a different language and have different customs is challenging. And Sabia got to experience that, and she did an awesome job and made friends and was still able to do all her studies, which is really challenging. And you always try to help the student any way you can. Fortunately, the YES program here is facilitated by a larger organization called AFS. And AFS does a pretty good job of putting together events. So all of the exchange students can get to meet each other and share their experiences. So not only are you getting to know American culture, but you're getting to meet exchange students from all over the world. And they have events pretty regularly, and there's a lot of volunteers involved. Again, all the volunteers go through a screening process as well. So they're selected and interviewed, and they're all there to help. There's also a liaison family for every exchange student. So if you have a concern with your host family or an issue you're not sure how to resolve, you have another person you can talk to who's your liaison, and that person checks in once a month as well. So there's a lot of support both from the family, from the liaison, and from the AFS, from the larger organization. And there's a lot of events. So you have chances to make new friends at school, but also chances to make new friends with other exchange students.
Thank you. That is very important. Sharing knowledge and making friends. So everything is fantastic here. So some are asking to Sabia that what subject they should focus on for preparing this program. And we know that this year the program is not yet declared because of pandemic, So of course, I would like to have this kind of program after the pandemic so that we can make more international activities. So what is your suggestion to the students? I see that many your younger people are joining here and would like to see your mom also on the screen. Of course, you can give her the link to join if she want to come to share knowledge. So we can also connect her.
Okay, so
So
for
what
yes
they should
program,
prepare?
basically. So for yes program, basically there's no specific subject you have to study for it. It's the subjects that you study at school. You just gotta have really good grades in your subjects. That's it. And yeah, they just want to see good grades in whatever you study.
So what
And
they should prepare for? For example, you
oh, they,
talk about English. So
yeah.
is it open for all kind of
So
students to apply?
So the first step is online application. So that basically checks your eligibility if you are eligible to apply for this program. Once you get through that, you have to focus on basically having very good English language skills and having the ability to write very convincing essays. That also requires very good English language skills. And after that, after the online application, there's this phone interview, and after this phone interview, you have an ELTIS, which tests basically your listening and reading. And after that, there's the final round where they give you a very big application, almost like 60 pages, I guess, which you need to fill up. That includes a letter to your host family and like what kind of community service you do, or like what kind of ECAs you have. ECAs are very important. You have to put everything in there, and you have to write very good. All the writings in that application needs to be very good. And after you turn in that application, you have to attend two interviews. One is like a group interview, and the other one is a one-to-one interview. And
So we got some internet problem here, and I'd like to come to Matt for more experience about Bangladeshi students. So how you feel about Bangladesh?
It sounds like an amazing place. I've never been to Bangladesh. Oh, Sabi is back.
Okay.
But it sounds.
I would like to invite you to Bangladesh, of course, once whenever everything will be okay. You must join here, and I also welcome to English Olympiad program. So whenever you come to Bangladesh, so of course you must come here to Sabia's house, and we can connect you here also through Sabia. Really fantastic. So Bangladesh has many fantastic places. For example, the longest sea beach in the world is in Bangladesh. This is called Cox's Bazar. And we have many hilly area. Hill track of Chittagong is the most amazing place, and I know that you should visit here. So whenever you must have time to visit the world, please choose the Bangladesh and join with us here in Chittagong and Dhaka also. So Sabia, you are talking about the program and everything.
Yeah, so basically that's what they need to focus on, and they should also probably do like Olympiads. That's these are great ECAs, but they don't really have to study any specific subjects. And about the this year's Yes program, due to the pandemic, it's not going to be canceled so far. That's all I know, but they're probably going to opt for an semester program rather than a year program, so they're gonna leave for the US maybe later than we generally leave in August. They're probably gonna leave sometime later than August. However, I'm not sure about this information because there's nothing sure. There, everything's uncertain, so I can't confirm that they're going to the US or they're staying. It's up to the US Department of State.
Okay, thank you very much. And many are asking here, they will they only take tests on English skills? And another one RAM ask what it ACA means extracurricular activities. Of course, this is very common in extracurricular activities that students should do, and we can experience life things from activity, right? So as English Olympiad is working as a community activities, and we have many leadership projects. For example, our slogan is inspiring leadership, right? So this way we have 4,000 campus ambassadors, and last year we got 50,000 participants at English Olympiad. Uh, is it supportive for students to join at English Olympiad?
Yes, it definitely is because since if people want to apply for a Yes program and anything, basically English is very important because it's an international language and it's a necessity now. So English Olympiad really helps to develop your English skills. So everyone should definitely participate, and it's also a very fun experience. So yeah.
Thank you very much. I see that Sabia's maternal aunt, your mommy, and many more
No,
are
yeah,
watching the show.
that's my kala actually. That's my
Yeah,
mom's
okay,
sister.
okay.
That's my mom's sister.
Okay, okay. Yeah, your mom sister. Yeah, they are watching you. As thank you very much for joining us. And who are you watching for? Or you can just comment here. We'd like to finish the show in 30 minutes. So this is very important. Our show is 30 minutes show because we have only two guests today. So we'd like to share many more questions and answer session. So we want to see Sabia Mushira's mom, how she had prepared her daughter. We want to hear it. So maybe she can join also. We have the link there, and I can also invite her. No problem. She can join, so we can share.
It's really up to
Now,
her.
as
It's really up
Shabir,
to her.
yeah, up to her, of course. She can join as there is a link, of course, at Sabia's inbox. And now I would like to come to Matt again. How are you feeling proud that your another daughter is here in Bangladesh and appreciating your activities, your support? How you're feeling?
Um, I'm very proud of Sabia. She did a great job, and it's
Thanks,
great.
Dad.
You're welcome. It's great to see. I think a lot of exchange students when they come to America, then they go back. They experience culture shock when they come to America, and then they kind of experience a reverse culture shock when they go back because you learn a lot of different things, and this is very common. So it's great hearing about her experiences. It's great to see that she's uh, enjoying time back in Bangladesh. And these are weird times, so that adds a little extra stress for everyone. There's a lot going on with the virus and the pandemic. So all these adjustments that are hard are even harder right now because times are a little uncertain. But it's great to see Sabi and great to see that she's doing well.
Oh, it's great. Thank you very much, and it's really great to see you here in English Olympiad station, Mr. Matt. Okay, and people are welcoming you, Matt, joining at English Olympiad show with Sabia. So thank you very much. That is very important, and I sent the link to your mom also. If she wants, she can join. So thank you very much.
Maybe she
That
can
is very
join in.
important. Now,
Maybe she can join in another show because she's kind of not prepared.
okay, okay, no problem. Okay. So, another we got many comments. You guys are the cutest.
Okay.
That is very fantastic.
Ah,
Sabia is
thank you.
a very very nice personality. Also, she is growing. And
Thank you.
Sabia, I would like to ask you another question that is very
Yeah.
important for students. Many are asking: is it only the English, or what kind of things they should test for this kind of program? Can
So
you just
as I have
take
already
2 minutes
said,
time
as I
to
have
describe it from beginning to end?
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna describe it from beginning to end. So most importantly, they have to have very good English skills. Yeah, that's compulsory. Other than that, the first thing that you gotta do is you apply online, and that application basically checks your eligibility. Like if you're within 15 to 17, if you have a passport, if you have a birth certificate, or if you have good enough grades. And after you get shortlisted for that, then you have the phone interview. And so they call you from the Yes office, which is the recruitment organization for Bangladeshi students. The recruitment organization is called Iron BD. So basically, they call you and they're gonna ask you questions about your culture. They're gonna test if you know enough about your culture to represent your country in the US. So and after you pass that and get shortlisted, you have the ELTIS. For that, you have to go to Dhaka, of course, because everything basically happens in Dhaka. So students around Bangladesh have really a lot of trouble because of Yes program. I had to go to Dhaka a lot of times. So and for ELTIS, you go to Dhaka, and then they have this English test, which comes from the American councils, which basically tests your reading and your reading and speaking skill. And after you pass that, you have the final round. The final round is basically an application, which is a very good, like a big application, which has a letter to your whole family, a place where you can write about the community services you have done before, the things that you're interested in, the kind of extracurricular activities you have, and everything about your family or like that. This is where you write all your like motivational essays and where you portray yourself basically. And after you turn that in, they're gonna call you for 2 interviews. So there's gonna be a group interview, which is basically they're gonna call like 6 applicants together, and then they're gonna give you a situation where you have to like describe something. And after you're done with the group interview, there's a one-to-one interview. So there's gonna be like 3 interviewers interviewing you, and that's the last round. And then you wait for like a month and a half, and the US sends you the results, and they send you an email. And if you get selected as a finalist, you just go to the US. If you get a visa, like usually uh, every year scholar gets a visa, but that's the last step. You get a visa, and this is a fully funded scholarship. You have to pay for nothing.
So thank you
That's it.
very much. That's all
You're welcome.
exactly. And you can also get
Yeah,
a
that's all.
lot of information from yesprograms.org website.
Yeah.
It is very important to visit. So you can also join there. So Matt, I would like to come to you again because many are asking you to visit Bangladesh. Of course, after pandemic, many are just welcoming you to join Bangladesh to come visit it. Of course, we'd like to invite you. So, what is your ending line to share about Sabia and Bangladesh and students who are coming to apply for the next ES program?
I think, wow, my ending line. I think it's a great program. I think if you can do it, you definitely should do it. It's going to be both exciting and, but also challenging, and that's important to remember. And I think it would be amazing to visit Bangladesh sometime. It sounds like an amazing place.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. And our students who are interested would like to join at ES programs. you can just apply and you can visit yesprograms.org. That website can help you very much. And there we have another comment from Farhan Akhtar. Shitab's mom is at Germany now. He's Sabia's brother. He helped her a lot. Thank you,
Oh yeah.
Shitab. Shitab, yeah, your brother,
Yeah,
and
he's my
also it
brother.
is
He
very
helped
very
me.
yeah.
I got to know about the program from him, so he helped me throughout the process.
So that is very important. That is very important. And this is the important things I would like to share. The video is very, very informative, and people who are joining right now, they can also share it. And after the program, it will be available on our YouTube channel and Facebook page. People can enjoy it. It is very informative, and we can also connect some comment here some links to know about yes programs, and you can also see YouTube channel of yes programs and some host family experiences that will encourage you to apply for it. So this is very important, and the yes program information is now also available through English Olympiad page and website and programs, right? So that is important. So what is your ending line, Sabia? And if you end it with your ending line.
Yeah, I just want to say that anyone who's looking for a great experience should definitely apply for a yes program, because it's scary. I mean, it's overwhelming, the whole process, because it's a lot of steps, but it's worth it, because I had a really amazing experience with the best host family ever. So I think I think everyone should deserves to have this opportunity too, and everyone should definitely apply to yes program. Yeah.
So thank you very much for joining with us, Matt and Sabia. It's very
Thank you for having
important,
me.
and we are pleased to connect you. This is our pleasure to be connected with a host family directly from Bangladesh. That is a great pleasure. Thank you very much, Matt, for joining with us.
Quite welcome. Thanks
And
for having me on the show.
and Sabia, thank you very much for sharing knowledge and everything. And hopefully, we can connect another day for another show to share knowledge and experiences with our another
Yeah, sure.
experience.
I'm
So,
looking
thank you
forward to
very
it.
much, everyone. Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much, everyone, for enjoying the show. And this is available on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can just share it, and you can get knowledge from here. We'll connect some website link and everything here. Thank you for enjoying the show. So I'm going to sign off today. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, goodbye, Matt and Sabia.
You bet. Thanks for having us on the show.